So there was an area that I went to that was called the Foot and Hills area, and of course I'm doing sales, door to door sales, and this was the first day I ever got any sales. In fact, I got two, which was crazy for me. Um, I was literally walking down this road, and there's a bunch of houses alongside it, and it was like like a little more of like I wouldn't call it affluent, but they're like they're a little bit nicer houses and whatnot. And I'm knocking on people's doors, and well, and, it's like what 9:30 something in the morning, so a lot of people aren't really home. But I knocked on this door, and this lady opened it, and then like I literally said my whole spiel, and she just kind of like, yeah, I'll sign up. I was like, oh, you just like that? Yeah, I've been interested in something like that. I was oh, okay. So that was one of the what do they call those? Those are like the easy sales that you get. The people who just kind of just oh, okay, yeah, sure, that works for me. So I was like, okay, well, works for me. And then I got my first sale. And then literally two doors away, I knock on someone else's door, and this lady, she was getting like stuff done at her house. Like, I think someone with like her kitchen or something like that. And I started talking to her, and I was like, "Hey, would you be interested in this thing?" And then she was like, "I don't know. I'm getting some work done. I don't know if I have money." And then I was like, "Well, I told her about how our system works, and then she was just like, "Well, okay, I think I could try it." And I was like, "Whoa, just like that?" I'm like, two in a row? I got two sales in a row? Ooh, baby. Okay, well, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And nothing happened. I just kept walking. No one seemed to be interested in anything. I would just keep knocking on doors. I keep pressing ring cameras, and everyone just kind of either ignore me or they'll answer from the ring camera like, "What do you want?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I'm just doing this." Well, I'm working from home, and I don't want to be bothered right now. And I'm just like, "Oh, it's all good. If you don't want to be bothered, all you can say is no." And it's funny because one of the houses literally like they tell me that they don't want anything, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm walking away and I'm marking down the house saying I can't go there. And then next thing you know, I step off the person's like property, and I like turn left, and I'm walking. I'm looking at my iPad, and I just hear like a car driving, and the car is driving really fast. And next thing you know, it's her, and it's like speeds up and like goes past me, and then stops. It stops, and then it just I see the lights shoot on, and then it shoots all the way back. Like this person like pushed their pedal. Like, and then I was just sitting there, and I was kind of looking at my iPad, and I was like, "Whoa, what the?" And this person like, and then they roll down the window, and it's like this middle-aged white woman with like dirty blonde hair with glasses, and she was like, "Hey, are you the guy who's walking around this neighborhood?" And I'm like, "Uh, I guess." I mean, she was like, there's someone walking around suspicious, knocking on people's doors, trying to sell things. Is that you?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm suspicious, but yeah, I work for the so and so." And then she was just like, "Oh, I don't care who you work for. We've had solar guys come around here, and they've tried to mess with people, trying to make people pay for things, and they've been shady. And you know what we do with people like you? We call the police. Because guess what? Two people have already called the police. And guess what? I'm calling right now." And she shows me her phone. I see her like calling like 911. And I'm just like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am." Like, she's like, "We're a part of Neighborhood Watch, and they sent me out here to tell you that you need to leave." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm leaving right now." She was like, "You better." And she's like, just staring at me, and she just has her phone up, just staring at me. When I'm like, "Oh," and I just kind of like walked away. Part of me like wanted to run, but I was like, I'm not gonna give that person a satisfying feeling of running. I'm like, I, as far as I know, I don't see any non solicits anywhere. I don't see nothing anywhere that says I can't do that in this area. And because usually we'll like look at all that type of stuff and make sure there's not like an area where like the whole general area is like a non-solicit. But like that wasn't there. People have that on their personal houses, and then like if I see that or like, oh, my baby's crying or any of that stuff, I'm not gonna knock on your door. I'll leave you alone. But she apparently there was a text going on saying that people were being bothered. Oh, I forgot she mentioned she was like, people are working from home and they don't want to be disturbed, and you're disturbing them. Should breathe on heavy too. Okay, I bet you she probably hopped in that car and drove all the way over here. She probably was like down the block. I bet you she's like, I gotta go find him. Oh, oh, I gotta find him. He could be anybody. What does he look like? He's black. Oh God, I gotta call the police. You know you can't trust them. I listen. I'm pretty sure this was a racially motivated thing. They're like it was a dark skinned person on my ring camera. He could be wanting anything. The way she was acting, look, I mean, come on, you know, people of color, black people, come on, we all, you know it, you know the feeling, like, oh, okay. But I was like, you know, that's something that was gonna happen. I was like, I figured at some point somebody is gonna be, you know, uppity about something, but it was just like, all right, you can just ask me to leave, or you know, you don't. Why are you threatening me with the cops? Like, I am walking with like a green T-shirt with my company logo on it. I'm carrying my iPad. I'm looking at stuff. I'm knocking. Hi, I'm Willing with so and so, and I'm just wondering if you want to buy this thing. And they're just like, suspicious person, huh? And yes, and I guess I could because they're suspicious, but I'm like, what out, like, I mean, I guess the inciting thing is that people are working from home, so they just don't want no one there. But come on, chill, bro. I just walked down and just turned the corner, and I called my manager and told him about it. And he's like, okay, we'll just change areas, and that was it. But I was, what? Like, bro, chill, man. Like, I don't know. Like, y'all call me. You guys might be scared of me, but y'all are the real scary ones. Oof. Yeah, just a short one. I don't want to make things too long. Long videos are kind of exhausting, and I'm not really good at editing yet, so we're going to try to stay in the 5 to 7 minute mark and see how that goes from here. But yeah, anyways, thank you for enjoying that. I might do a double video or add something else later. Maybe not even about this, could be something else, but we'll see. I might do 2 short videos a day or just one. I don't know. I'll do what I want. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave any comments at the bottom if you're interested to learn more, or you thought something was funny. And also like it. If you thought it was funny, just like it. Just like it. I appreciate it. When I see that like button, boop, and you guys press it, you're like, oh yeah, I like this. Oh, it just fills me with so much goodness. Okay, well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll see y'all later.